Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the 14th Annual Theater of the Relatively Talentless production of Minnesota Jones and the Law School of Doom. My name is Maria Warhol, and I am one of the co-producers for the show.
Along with me, Walter Prescott. Before we begin, we want to thank our organizational and individual sponsors for this show. It would not be possible without your generous support, and we are deeply grateful to you. We'd also like to take this opportunity to remind everyone to turn off your cell phones, and there will be no flash photography, no videotaping, and no firecrackers, none of that sort of nonsense. And
we do have the videographer here tonight, so there will be a video on YouTube at some point. All right. We also just remind you, this is live theater, so if you see something you like on stage, show the actors your appreciation with applause. If you think something's funny, laugh. We just please ask that you are respectful about it to your fellow audience members and our actors. So with that, we are proud to present tonight's show, and thank you and have a good night.
Hey, that's Minnie Jones.
Don't even bother. Is this a dungeon or a school? I see you've graced us with your presence.
Well, hey, it's lunchtime.
There's free food!
To John Cochran, all lawyers in this world agree. Though everybody hates a gunner, if you don't gun, you won't succeed.
Got stomach ulcers and we're drinking too much booze. Each year it gets tougher to fend off these law school blues. 'Cause it's a hard life, keeping it together through it all. No matter the strife, keep your shit together above all. It ain't easy, law school's made us vicious, sleeping in a vicious. Now we're just malicious, what a hard life, keeping it together through it all. So Minnesota, what's on the schedule today? Got class?
No class today. Waste of time when I can learn it all on my own.
And she thinks she'll get a job with that kind of work ethic.
I don't need lectures to get a job. I've got intelligence. Takes a brain that's like no other. I've got charisma, I'll be fine.
It takes a gunner with conviction.
Plus Adderall and beer and wine.
Journals, clinics, finals, clerkships, have to stay ahead. 1 L's bad and 2 L's first. We study till we're dead. You wanna make it to the top, you need a wanna make it to the top, you need a gotta get your shit together while you gotta
Get your shit together.
With rules I'm misapplying, I feel like I'm dying.
try to keep from crying. What a hard life, keeping it together through the
Just wanna take a nap.
Food on my pinky carry kids. Thanks to that sun.
my loans are all I've got. I lost my train of thought.
Maybe I'll just smoke hard. It's caffeine on mainline till I make this deadline, and I'll sleep when I'm dead or after.
I can raise my GPA, raise the final hill and take home while I'm brushing up my front row. And I just might buy some car one day. You wanna make a big league dollars, you need the great big firms at TORT. You wanna graduate with honors, it's not so easy anymore. Through the trials and tribulations, we'll stay on the ball, checking sites and briefing cases, acing each cold call. So what a run, maybe to the top you'll be all there. So you gotta get your shit together one day. It ain't easy, law school's made it precious. I need a mercy out now, we're just malicious. What a hard life, keeping it together through all the strife. Keeping it together, what a hard life, keeping it together. This is a hard life, keeping it together through it all. No matter the strife, keep your shit together on the wall. It ain't easy, law school's made us vicious, we get ambitious. Now we're just malicious, what a hard life, keeping it together through all the strife. Keeping it together, what a hard life, keeping it together. Go!
Willie Scott? What are you doing here in the Sub Plaza? Isn't there a book somewhere you should be reading?
Minnesota Jones. Do you ever worry you're too charming?
Only when I'm not worrying about how good looking I am.
Narcissism, thy name is Minnie Jones.
Bar exam. Bar exam. We'll help you cram for exam. Come on and sign up for classes and we'll help you pass the bar exam. Bar exam.
Well, that's gotta be the most irritating thing I've ever heard.
Yeah, they're definitely getting worse.
But seriously, what could bring you out of the library to come mingle with us common folk?
Well, since you're chronically unable to keep any of your appointments, I thought I had better come down and remind you again that we have our weekly meeting with Professor Ravenwood in 1 hour.
Willie. Appointments are for doctors. We're going to be lawyers.
You know what I mean?
And besides, being Ravenwood's RA is the worst. 50 state surveys are 50 shades of boring.
How can you think it's boring? Ravenwood's like your hero. You literally didn't say a sentence without his name in it for all of 2L year.
Yeah, but we never get to help with any of the cool stuff he does. Just footnoting and research memos.
We're research assistants. Research is in the name. How is this news to you?
Oh, of course. Bookie McBookerson over here doesn't care that we never do anything but read.
You've got to stop calling me that. Okay, you convinced the 1Ls that was my actual name.
Well, if the glove fits.
Fine. Then I'm going to start calling you Lazy Von Slackerston.
Oh, super catchy. Totally devastated here. But at least I'm not calling you Kim Davis.
Can't you ever be serious?
Can't you ever be unserious?
Law is a serious business. Okay, we need to know statutes and cases and books.
You've got it backwards. Law isn't about books, it's about people. And I know people.
Well, thank goodness you know everything.
Yeah, it's hard to be me. Appreciated, but I'm bothered. I thought that there'd be more to learn, but I'm pacing. They thought that I would fail my classes, but I'm acing. Thought that there'd be more with my class, now I'm not tripping. They wrote drinks at corner bar to be sipping. Don't got any cases to sign, I don't need them. Don't put RBG dissents, I didn't read them. I'm Minnesota hand like a glass hole. I'm not gonna waste my hand at the library. I'm not gonna miss out on his anatomy. You know I'm not gonna waste time earning my degree. Cause this real knows what's better than that. I'm Minnesota. It's a journal. Free of Wilson. We got to make it. Learn to work smarter. And it's a journal. What? Faked it to make it. Never worked hard. Learn to work smarter.
Look, Schneider, you're a journalist now. Journalists go out there and grab stories by the balls. Can you grab balls?
Yes, sir. I can grab balls.
That's what I like to hear. Now, every year there's been some sort of crazy story coming out of this law school. Ice magic, time travel, murder, singing. And every year we get scooped by those rubes at the Duluth News Tribune. Well, this is the year we slap a pair of concrete shoes on them and drop them in the Mississippi. This year we get the story. Now, let's go over your cover one more time.
I'm a prospective law student, and I like to...
Look, kid, law school is just like high school. All you gotta do is find the cool kids and convince them you're on the level. And then you're in. And then you can get a real story.
Right. Just one person. I'm a prospective law student. Get the story, grab balls. I'm ready.
Good hustle, kid.
Wow, Walter Mondale? What are you doing here?
I'm here to interview the new dean, and I'm looking for a person. Merrick Garland? I understand he's eager to talk to me because no one else will. And as soon as the interview is over, I'm going to the MLR symposium.
I didn't remember that was today. No wonder there are so many dignitaries here.
I couldn't miss it if Dean Whitman requested my attendance. Well, have a lovely day, Willie.
Thanks, Walt.
Thank you.
Minnie, do you want to drop by the symposium later? It looks like there are going to be a lot of really great speakers there.
Ha! Please, Willie. They're just gonna talk. Talk and talk. Talk about cases, talk about statutes, and then they'll probably try to make me read something.
You, read, good one.
Hey, just because I never went to class doesn't mean I didn't read for class.
Yeah, well, at least when you were skipping, you were sending me Forever Alone memes on GChat.
That was one time. Or 2 or 3.
Or 12.
Or 4. Fine. If you don't want me around, I guess I'll just call it a day.
Oh, no. We have to meet Professor Ravenwood in an hour.
Oh, come on, please. Can't you just tell Frank I'm at a local government meeting?
Town Hall Brewery does not count as local government.
Fair point. Too much actually gets done there.
Bar exam. Bar exam.
Oh my God, will you shut up? Some people are trying to get work done over here. Oh, hey. Is your name really Brookie McBookerson?
No, it's Willie Scott.
Oh, my bad.
Why? Do they all believe everything you tell them?
They're 1Ls, duh. They'll believe anything anyone tells them. Watch. Hey, you. Yeah, you. Have we met before? Name's Minnie Jones. Pleasure's all yours. Say, did you not get the email about proper dress in the law school? Because this is a professional school and you're looking a bit unemployable. Better go change. See?
That was terrible. How could you?
Gotta find something to do in between classes.
That's what you do in your spare time? Mess with random 1Ls?
Do you not?
No! There's tabling to do and panels to moderate and citations to check.
Please stop before I die of nerdiness. Hey! No, stop that! So help me God, if you sing that one more time, I will kill you! Yeah. So, don't you do anything for fun?
Well, usually every night, I like to take a couple of hours to pore over back issues of the Northwestern Reporter. You know, just to get some good quotes stored up.
But don't you ever relax? You gotta relax.
I am relaxed.
Are you? Look, there's another 1L. Let's see how relaxed you really are.
Hey,
No, please don't make me.
aren't you Minnesota?
The one and only. Wanted you to meet my friend Book.
Willie Scott. Yeah, nice to meet you. Yeah, bruh, it's cool. So, like, what's your dude name? I mean, what's your name, dude?
Short round.
Nice. But yeah, dude, bro, like, what are you doing down here? Don't you 1Ls have a meeting up in like the 5th floor auditorium or something?
I don't think so. I'll check my Google Calendar though.
No, Broseph, you don't have to do that.
It's not on here. And I don't think there is a 5th floor auditorium.
Okay. Dude, I'm gonna be real here. Like, legit real talk. All you have to do is go up those stairs, go to the right.
I'm not an idiot. I'm a 1L. It was nice to meet you, Minnesota, and you too, whatever your name is.
Dude, bro.
Oh, man. Dude, bro.
Shut up.
Dude, bro.
Look, just meet me at the Ravenwood thing in an hour, okay?
Whatever you want. Dude, bro.
You think she's gone? Yeah, I think so.
Exam.
Time to die!
Quinn, my man. 4 p.m. corner bar, right?
I don't know, Han. You will not believe the number of articles Ramsey's having me sight check.
How many could there possibly be? It's what, 11 a.m.? You've got like 12 parsecs.
Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. How am I going to get to the bar tonight? I've had to do all of this.
Dude, you've got 5 hours. I've got a racking assignment to do, but who cares? Sounds like a problem for future Han.
Excuse me, I think you dropped this?
Oh, thanks.
Wait, have we met before? Don't think I've seen you around. I'm Han Solo, and this is Quinn.
Oh, right. I'm Schneider, Ernest Schneider. I'm thinking of coming here to the law school to become a lawyer, just like you guys.
Oh, that's great. Has the admissions office just let you loose? Normally they like to give you the sanitized experience. Micromanage a little bit. But if you've given your student ambassador the slip...
Yep, that's why I'm alone down here. Ran away from the tour group and don't ask anybody about it because it's totally true.
Buddy, calm down. Nobody cares that you ditched the tour. Stop acting so nervous. Stick with me, and I'll show you the real law school, the one they don't want you to see.
Oh, Quinn, good to see you. Glad you got your assignments from my secretary.
Yes, Professor Ramsey. I was just telling Han here how thankful I am to be your research assistant.
Remember, I'm going to need a copy of my article on judicial supremacy for the symposium later today.
Right, I was just about to.
Is this it?
Who are you and why do you have my article? Only Quinn is allowed to see my working papers.
I'm just a prospective student. I think he accidentally dropped it.
No one is allowed to see this article prior to its publication.
I'm sorry, I didn't know.
Enough. I don't have time for this. Quinn, make sure that article is properly formatted for the symposium later today.
Right, Professor Ramsey, will do.
And you, don't speak a word of that article.
Yeah. People might get bored to death.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to get you in trouble.
It's fine. Professor Ramsey can be a little overprotective of her work.
That's an understatement.
Hey, Ramsey's not all bad. She almost complimented me once.
Almost?
She called me a troglodyte, which I thought sounded nice until I went home and looked it up in the dictionary. Anyway, what kind of law are you thinking of studying?
The criminal kind?
So, like public defense, homicide, white collar?
Private defender, I think.
What?
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 Oh, you mean private practice?
Yeah, private practice.
Well, lucky for you, I just got a job through OCI about a month ago. So I guess I am the perfect person to show you around.
Oh, here we go again.
Come graduation, I'll be making 6 figures.
The most important part of law school is OCI, because that's where the money is.
Don't listen to Quinn here, Schneider. I'll teach you all about OCI so you can get that job. I like big firms and I cannot lie. Your solo practice just won't fly. When a firm walks in with a dozen practice groups in an office in New York, my heart stops. Work my interview chops. Ready when simplicity drops. Those OCI job postings for the big firms Mondale's hosting. Oh, Dorsey, I want to work with you so I might get richer. Career sent to try to warn me, but I just want to be
a corporate attorney.
So 2L,
Yeah.
2L.
Yeah.
Do you want to make that dough?
Hell yeah.
Then network. Bid for OCI. Get a call back. Get a call back.
I know what my legal duty.
I need a firm that's real, cause I'm a pretty big deal. I just can't waste my smarts. I need the litigation and paid vacation. I wanna get to work and build it up. I ain't talking pro bono, cause free legal work is a no-go. So 2L,
Yeah.
2L.
Yeah.
Do you want disposable income?
Yeah.
Then study up. Show some grit. Some associates are the shit. Get a call back.
I know what my legal duty.
Get a call back. Now, when it comes to law firms, size has everything to do with my decision. Boutique firms got no place on my list.
Except if they're IP.
So you've hung up your own shingle, now you want to mix and mingle, but a salary alone won't make me tingle. My Juris Doctor don't want none unless you got perks, son. You can make me work long hours, but please just buy my lunch. Some students want public interest and tell you that they save the world. Volunteering, non-profits, no power suits in that closet. Your conscience may be clear, working 60 grand a year. But my debts are high, my tastes are pricey. Don't want to spend wisely, need the top jobs at the LLPs, collecting the bees.
Don't be blind, you can't deny it, and my practice skills imply it.
So my qualities are legit, and I'm ready to commit.
The big firms are tools with a vision. I should know, I interviewed with them. Your tools if you share my views, and you're a member of the Journal too. Call 1-800-FAGRY and get yourself a job. Get a call back. So, what do you think?
That was so cool. I loved it.
I know.
Well, if you want to see some actual law, I can show you the symposium later. I'll have to drop off that article.
That sounds fun.
It's not.
Don't try to sell him too hard on coming here, Han. Don't worry, Ramsey won't even remember you.
Oh, hey, are you Bookie McBookerson?
Nope.
Willie, you will not believe.
Hey, Marion, what's wrong, buddy?
I just came from a meeting with my father. Frank Ravenwood was in fine form as usual.
Crap. Okay, look, the thing is, I really
If I
need
tell him that interviewing with the Animal Legal Defense Fund, you know what he'll say?
I mean, I
He'll
really have to go
say,
into...
what's animal law, Marion? Animals can't be clients, Marion. A puppy can't write a check, Marion.
Oh, come on. He couldn't have been that bad.
The Frank Ravenwood, Mr. Don't let anyone making under 6 figures a year into the office, Ravenwood. Mr. Pro Bono, what's that? A hobby for people who don't value their time, Ravenwood.
Aww. But has he seen the pictures of baby animals the ALDF puts out every year?
He uses them to light his cigars. I wish I had a father who didn't frighten my friends and classmates and walk around like some kind of legal god. The only way to deal with that man is to not tell him anything. Father, Thinks I've interviewed at Faegre. Thinks I've interviewed at Dorsey. And at Stinson Leonard Street. Father bought me 19 pairs of suit pants. And he thinks I should network with his friends in the elite. But I don't want to turn into my father, spending weekends in the office, eating T-bone steaks alone. Oh no, won't be father, no, no, won't be father, won't be father, whatever may come. No interest in business, want to make a difference and forget the world I'm from. I'm never gonna be a senior partner. Couldn't be less interested in corporate jars. I'm never gonna please him. Non-profs won't appease him. He won't see the point in public works. I tried to tell him months ago. I laid out plans he didn't show. Oh, don't tell father he's a jerk. Parents always putting on the pressure. They'll be successful, but out of big lot job. Parents only care about my paycheck. Say they're acting in my interests, but they're only being snobs. So shut up if you run into my parents. Don't tell them I'm volunteering. They'll become an angry mob.
Public
Won't be father.
interest.
Won't be father.
Public interest is where I belong.
He's got his pretensions. I've got good intentions.
So how about you hold your tongue?
They think that I am being non-committal, but I know what I'm gonna do. I'm not so fickle. To me it's quite apparent. Just don't tell my parents. It won't hurt them if they never know. To the wave goodbye, cause I dropped out of OCI.
He won't be father, no he won't.
I can spend each day in suit and tie, but big law, no, I'd rather die.
He won't be father, no he won't.
To the downtown office, wave goodbye. I dropped out of OCI. I won't be father, no sir, won't be father, no way, won't be father, he's a jerk. Yeah, I say my dad's a real piece of work.
Well, that all sounds healthy. So when's the interview?
Next Friday at 4 o'clock. Once I get that job, not even Frank can stop me.
Hey, quiet down. Wait, look who's coming.
There you are, Marion. I just wanted to share with you a piece of good news. I've arranged for you to interview with Faegre Baker Daniels here next Friday at 4 o'clock. Are you still here? Shouldn't you be off doing my research for me or something?
Well, it's just you haven't given us our latest assignment yet, so I...
Well, surely you have something to do now. Be about it.
No, I know
It's
you're
about
busy,
that
so...
interview. You're going to be meeting with a friend of mine, so I need you to be prepared.
Yep, prepared.
No, you're not listening to me. Why don't you wear that blue pinstripe number with the yellow check tie? It had some of your less flattering angles.
No, I don't think I will. I'll wear an Oxford and some blue jeans.
Blue jeans? At Faegre? Why? No respectable law firm would allow blue jeans, even if it is a Friday.
I'm, not interviewing at Faegre. I'm interviewing at the Animal Legal Defense Fund.
Does he really think he can tell me what he's gonna do with his life? Now, son, we talked about this, and you agreed.
I agreed to think about it, and I've thought about it, and I'm interviewing at the Animal Legal Defense Fund.
Well, clearly you haven't thought about it hard enough. Why, when I was your
When
age,
you were
I
my
knew
age, you
better.
had already blackmailed your way onto the Yale Law Journal.
Actually, I got on by merit, but the rumors are much more flattering. Now, you listen here, boy. You can sneer all you want, but my success has made you what you are.
Not anymore. I'm my own person now, and I'm interviewing with the Animal Legal Defense Fund.
Now, see here. I pulled a lot of strings to get you this interview, so you better think long and hard before you turn it down. And since thought isn't exactly your forte, I got you a little something to do the thinking for you.
A magic 8-ball?
I got this as a gift. Never you mind who from, but the strong don't need prophecy. The strong make their own destiny. Prophecy is for the weak. It's perfect for you.
I don't want any of your old dusty junk.
You be careful what you say to me, boy. You may be my son, but you keep this up, and I won't lift another finger to help you. You think twice before you cross me again.
Well, that was menacing. I'm sure your father just...
My father's a real son of a...
Whoa! Can't say that.
It doesn't make it any less true.
Yeah, but still, maybe he just has your best interest at heart. You know, deep down. Deep down.
Willie, he's always insulting me. A magic 8-ball, really?
I mean...
Bookie McBookerson, quick question.
Oh my god, I am trying to have a conversation with my friend. Okay, Bookie McBookerson sounds like the name of a literacy-promoting cartoon character. My name is Willie Scott, and I'm trying to have a conversation, so please go away. Away! Minnesota Jones is ruining my life, and she isn't even here.
Don't even get me started about Minnesota Jones.
Yeah, I'd rather not. Hey, do you want to get out of here for a bit? Do you want to go to Humble Cup?
Sure, Willie, that sounds like a great idea. Anything to get out of this dungeon. Let's go.
Will you listen to these fools? They'll do anything to keep subjugating students. But that is the nature of power. Once you have it, you just can't let it go.
Hello, class, or members of the faculty. I now call the weekly faculty meeting to order. But first, let us recite the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the justices of the United States Supreme Court and to the flawed neutrality on which it stands, their decisions under scrutiny, sometimes by for divisible, for journal articles, tenure, and salaries for all of us.
Oh, my God. They've just begun, and here I hoped they were done. They've seen me. I can't get away. I'll have to stay. Please make room for my interactive bundle of sticks. And my magic notebook.
Before we begin, did anyone take a look at the assigned reading for today's meeting? Seriously, though, did no one read the minutes from last week?
I skimmed them at a higher level of abstraction. Motion to approve the minutes?
Can I get a second? Looks like I'm going to have to call on someone. You there in the back.
I'm sorry, Dean Whitman. I'm not prepared for the meeting today.
All you have to do is say seconded.
Oh, right. Seconded.
All those in favor, say aye. Opposed? Motion carries. The first item is our final discussion with the final two candidates for the open deanship, Professor Ravenwood and Professor Ramsey.
You can see that none of these people knows anything about parliamentary procedure.
Point of order.
Yes, Professor?
I would like to move this part of the agenda later in the agenda, behind the discussion about what magazine subscriptions we should have for the faculty lounge.
Well, I really don't think that.
Seconded.
No. We should be discussing the Educational Policy Committee. Specifically, the curve on 2 and 3Ls is just not harsh enough. Students should be just as fearful of us in their second and third years as they are in the first.
Hear, hear. Back in my day, it was enough to tell students to look to their right, look to their left, and one of them would be gone by the end.
Perhaps
Why not?
a more forceful
Oh,
message
forgive me.
would be say, look to your left, look to your right. One of you is already gone.
Why not tell them the truth? The overall annual drop-dead rate from being called on in class is 78.8% of the student body.
I think we need to go about it a different way. Keep the curve, but keep grades secret until graduation. That way they will stress their whole law school career about what grades they are.
No. That's too nice, Professor Gross. They will eventually give up or forget about their grades if we keep them secret for that long. If they don't see their grades until after they've got a job and graduated, they won't stress as much.
Yeah, what would really stress them out is if we just let all the professors decide for themselves when to release their grades. No deadlines. Then, when the students have stressed out, lost sleep, and given up all hope of seeing them, boom.
Then it's settled. We'll have no deadlines for grades. No need to ask the student body about this. The next item on the agenda is the Clerkship Committee. Professor Schwartz, any updates?
I am very pleased to report that we were successful in increasing our nagging to students to apply for clerkships by 330% last year. Moreover, this resulted in a negative 25% increase in clerkship offers. So keep the awkward emails, phone calls, late night visits, and fruit baskets going.
I was told there would be no math. Negative 25% increase.
Okay, so the next topic we wanted to discuss with everyone is letters of recommendation. We've heard reports that some of you are wasting your time writing detailed, personal, and kind letters. For example, one professor noted this student participated quite a bit in class. That's way too much detail. It should have read, this student attends our law school, period.
I let my students write their own letters. That's why they come out detailed, personal, and kind.
Thank you, Professors Schwartz and Younger. The next item for discussion is the list of approved TV shows for exam hypotheticals.
Yes, I have a suggestion. I have heard about a television show regarding a yellow, spongy crustacean, which I believe presents interesting questions regarding underwater and maritime property.
Just who has a right to live in a pineapple under the sea? And can one claim the underside of a rock is a home? Would adverse possession entitle one to such property?
I have to ask my sticks. Well, it seems sea sponges have a right to live in pineapples under the sea, but kitchen sponges do not. No one would want to claim the underside of a rock as a home, and adverse possession does not apply in water.
And can starfish and sea sponges have property rights in the first place?
No as to starfish, yes as to sea sponges. But certainly a more interesting question is, do sea sponges have the right to sell their body parts?
Yes, yes. I would like to see this SpongeBob SquarePants added.
It's settled then. As long as it's on Netflix, it can be on our list. The students, they spend half their days on Netflix anyway. Might as well pretend they're studying.
Do they really think I have time for all these trivialities?
I agree. I never ran the meetings like this when I was dean. It was all top down. Mother knows best, and she still does.
What? That's what you think. Top down knows best. Shh. But I agree. Whitman has some chutzpah for making us sit through this meeting.
The next order of business was submitted by Professor Younger. The question is, what shall we call our students, and how shall our students refer to us? Professor Younger.
Oh, thank you. When I was talking about this last week with my darling sticks, we thought that the terms professor and student were too modern, nor do they describe the relationship accurately. They convey a sense of equality, which is certainly not the case. We need terms that are older and that describe the relationship as it really is.
What did you have in mind?
Well, the Sticks and I discussed this last weekend, and they suggested that we call the students minions. As you probably know, that is a good old late 15th century word. It means an unimportant follower of an important person. My sticks also suggested that I require students to call me sir. And that is what I have been doing. And I must report that it is working very, very well.
Nice one, Professor Younger. I agree. We should use different terms for students. But our real focus should be on how the students refer to us. We shouldn't waste any more time thinking about students. We are professors, damn it.
And we deserve to be treated with greater respect. If only the students realized they were being taught by legends. They'd bow to us at every encounter. Ignoring them in the hallways just isn't cutting it anymore.
Got things to do more interesting than giving A's. Oh, students, you're annoying. And you just get in our way.
I hear the dirt nose calling my name. My paper better get published.
stars, they'll know who we are, 'cause we deserve to reign here unchecked. And if they see that we're rock stars, they'll know who we are, they'll know who we are.
Yes, we are legends. So how do we make them realize it?
IMO. I think we should be referred to with all of our degrees and titles attached. For example, Associate Dean of Academic Affairs, Urbson, the Jerry Springer Seat of Law, the Distinguished Kenyon Teaching Award winner, the...
But how far back should we go? High school? Middle school? Elementary school? Nursery school? Daycare? Mommy and me dance classes?
Oh, younger.
Go younger?
Well, I think it's a great idea. It would ensure that my students appreciate the extremely valuable education I'm providing them, in addition to the breadth of my achievements.
But of course I agree, if for no other reason than my title will be longer than some of our less accomplished faculty, which the students would surely notice.
Now, you two, be civil. Just because you're competing for a deanship doesn't mean you get to be rude. Perhaps we had best make a new law school committee to best answer this question. We'll call it the Professional Accolade, Awareness, and Reputation Restoration Action Committee.
Ah.
That sounds fitting. Who would like to volunteer? No one? Come on, people. This committee isn't going to staff itself. Where are those gunners when you need them? Whatever, we'll just get our research assistants to do it. Moving on. Would you look at the time? Are there any outstanding matters?
Yes, Dean Whitman. I'd like to make sure that my colleagues have received their invitations to attend and speak at the symposium later today.
Professor Ramsey, you have the floor.
Thank you.
No! Don't. You know, this dean has no street smarts. Just watch him. I'm going to warn him. But he's going to recognize Ramsey for a second time. Dean Whitman, don't do it. Don't you remember the last meeting we had? She talked all night. We'll never get out of here, I can see that.
Professor Ramsey, you have the floor.
Thank you, Dean Whitman. As most of you will recall, my law review symposium is later today. I think that Getrosser, Stein, and Carpenter have all joined to speak, along with several other distinguished guests. And my 1L class is required to attend, so there are sure to be lots of young, impressionable minds there to mold. I hope all of you, well, most of you, are able to attend. It's sure to be a fascinating afternoon.
I'm so sorry, Vaughn. I must have missed my invitation to speak. I am, after all, the foremost expert in all things with the Supreme Court, so I am, of course, always prepared to speak.
Oh, no. The invitations I sent were correct. You can come and watch if you'd like.
See, this is all they do. This is all they do all the time. Bicker. And I, for one, can't stand it another minute. Let's go, Styx Minion.
Trying to embarrass me in front of my colleagues. Well, sometimes you can catch more flies with honey than vinegar. Oh, no, Yvonne, that's quite all right. I will try to clear my schedule so that I can attend, but this is rather short notice, of course. You will contact me if you need help scheduling any further endeavors.
Great. Can I get a motion to adjourn? You there.
I wasn't even paying attention. I don't know why I even come to these things. I'm so over this law school. Whatever.
Well, meeting adjourned, I guess.
And then suddenly, I'm running away from this giant boulder while dodging poison darts before jumping over a giant chasm. So yeah, I'd say my apple picking experience was a bit more extreme than yours.
Ugh, white people stuff.
You're 15 seconds late. I don't know why you even bother, really. But I suppose I should feel honored to be even seeing you, Minnesota. What? No local government meetings on the agenda today?
Always good to see you too, Frank.
Professor, we got your email and we came right away.
Professor Ivan Ramsey. Do you know what she's done?
This year? I know she's teaching 1L con law and First Amendment law. Ooh, I know she's also doing some research on the Supreme Court and...
Yes. Blabbering buffoon. Where do I even find these people? But what is she doing today?
Today? Ooh, today I believe she's speaking at the Law Review Symposium on Supreme Court jurisprudence.
Mm-hmm. And do you know who she's invited to speak?
I'm guessing not you?
Yes. Insolent pup. Reminds me of myself when I was younger, but with less charisma. Not me. Can you believe that? Do you know how many phones I have wiretapped at the Supreme Court? Nobody knows more about the Supreme Court than me, let alone Professor Ivan Ramsey. Why does that keep happening?
Calm down, Frank. Who cares if moldy old Ramsey didn't invite you to her dumb symposium? You get invited to do more important stuff all the time.
I think what Minnie's trying to say is that you're just already so well known in the legal world. I mean, you were a Rhodes Scholar, you had a successful career as a litigator.
Which you just love to talk about.
And you've published 3 textbooks, which you require your students to purchase new editions of every year. So sales must be good.
True. They'd be better if that fire I sat in the Wilson book room hadn't gone out. Used books. Things are going pretty well for me here. I'm like a king. Can't you comprehend? I'm not so friendly as I pretend. You should appreciate me, I'm the czar, the oligarch, the star. Haven't got a friend, can't count on anyone, I've got to bend some rules to get it done, but that's the way if you want to survive in politics and life. Uh-oh, why shoot a score? Uh-oh, like nothing you've seen before. Always willing to stand and fight. Uh-oh, law school is war. Uh-oh, take what you're longing for. Shove your way through the door. I'm too busy to be polite.
out what he wants, I just can't.
It's 'cause you never listen, don't you ever try. You really never try.
Ramsey, say goodnight. I'm bringing you down. No, I won't be ignored by you, 'cause I'm superior to you.
Hush, hush, please don't insult him.
I want to catapult him.
When will you understand? Our grades are in his hands.
You must take what you want. I take what I want. I'll say it again. Uh-oh, waters galore. Uh-oh, they're just the spoils of war. While I'm keeping my goals inside. Uh-oh, you can't ignore. Uh-oh, I'll be on top once more. I'm ready for my encore. Ramsey won't get in my spotlight.
So, did you invite us here just to sing a song? Because I respect your life choices and everything.
I need you two to make yourselves useful. Go on down to Ramsey's symposium. No one throws a con law symposium and doesn't invite me. Something's fishy. I need you to find out who she's inviting, where they're staying, when they're getting here, and how they're getting in between. I want to know their greatest weaknesses, the skeletons in their closet, their stance on originalism. I need details. And if you fail me, remember what happened at all those light rail stations.
Nobody is gonna forget that, Frank.
Professor, usually research assistants are employed to edit articles or update citations.
Useful skills in their own way. But law isn't just about books. It's about the people that write the books, and the people who pay full price to read the books, and the people who throw con law symposiums and don't invite leading local experts.
Now, there's some research I'd like to be doing. I've always preferred people to books.
Ugh, but books are so much more
This
reliable.
conversation's getting tiresome. You two are my employees, so respond yet to my superior. Get the dirt on that symposium, or don't bother coming back.
But Professor...
Shut up! It's great! We're going!
I know she's up to something, but she won't get the best of me. Cry havoc, said she who fought chaos with chaos and let slip the dogs of war.
The symposium is going to be a total snooze fest. So we're going to make a break for it after about 10 minutes or so. I can't believe you talked me into coming to this thing, Quinn.
You said you wanted to help show Schneider around.
Exactly, and there's still so much left to see. There's that book room where all those people got murdered, the study room where that cult got formed, the hidden lair of the evil Mondale ice switch, all the good stuff. We'll never have time for all that if we have to spend all afternoon at some Dullsville symposium.
Murders, cults, and ice queens? How are you not an admissions ambassador?
You got a point.
I'm excited. It'll be fun, Han. I've never been to one of these before.
Quinn? Quinn, is that you? Come here now.
Oh, hi, Professor Ramsey. I was just reading this article.
Is that my article?
No, but I was going to go get yours.
You've got to be kidding me. The symposium starts now, and you don't have my article for me? You have 5 minutes.
Oh. Of all the days to forget my U-card, Han, where's yours?
I lost it gambling with Lando Calrissian.
Who?
Oh, you wouldn't know him. He transferred to a law school with real diversity.
And then they pushed me into a hole, and all the torches went out. And there were snakes everywhere. And I was all like, snakes? Why did it have to be snakes? And that is why I won't be going back to the St. Thomas More Society.
Seriously? You went to St. Thomas More Society? Oh, hey Quinn, who've you got with you?
Well, listen, Ramsey's on my ass about this symposium thing, and I forgot to print her stupid article. I lost my U-card. Do either of you guys have yours?
No, mine's in my locker. Minnie?
I used up my printing allowance.
It's like 10,000 pages.
There were a lot of Tinder profiles I wanted to hang on to.
Ah, you're the paper caper. I should have known. Look, Quinn, I can't keep bailing you out forever. Minnie, just if I'm not back in time for the symposium, please try not to fall asleep during the panels, okay?
Fine. Go. So, who are you people?
I'm Han Solo, I'm a 2L, and Schneider, here's a perspective. I'm in charge of it for the day.
Han Solo. You look familiar. Have we met before?
Don't think so.
Huh. Must be deja vu. What are you guys doing here?
Well, Quinn insisted that Schneider see something academic, so we're going to this symposium.
Boo. He'll never come here if you bore him to death. Go steal some snacks from JLI. That'll get him excited.
Oh my God, that would be so much better. But Schneider wants to see something academic too.
I'll go wherever the cool stuff is happening.
Nothing cool has ever happened at a symposium.
Well, if you say so.
Awesome. Let's get out of here before that dragon lady returns.
Nice
Come
to meet
on. You.
I like that Han guy. He's like a younger, hairier me.
Just file that paperwork, then you'll get all the perks. That's how you form an LLC.
Thank you, Professor Matheson. This is a symposium on the Supreme Court, but your thoughts about reverse triangular mergers were very interesting. And now, a woman who needs no introduction, Professor Yvonne Ramsey.
Thank you. Good afternoon, one else. So great to see you here at the symposium and not in our regular class. What a treat. And welcome the rest of you law school slobs still enticed by free food. Well, I had a presentation prepared on the finer points of the Rehnquist and Roberts courts' trends towards judicial supremacy. It ran about 68 minutes. Not that I timed it. But, well, it seems that my research assistant has disappeared, along with my manuscript. So, looks like we're going off book for this one. Hit it, Jake. Times have changed since John Marshall knew what to do. When judicial review was new, the court's powers were far too few. But today, other branches have been condemned, while the highest court in the land has moved in to take a stand. In olden days, the court restrained themselves. Now they need not constrain themselves. Rich laws, the court is in charge. Laws were made by representatives. They got too argumentative. No house of cards. The court is in charge. On prisoners' beards they rule. On arrears they rule. On health care they rule. On school prayer they rule. On free speech they rule. On what we teach they rule. And they do it free of charge. And though I'm not a fortune teller, I know Congress won't be stellar, but at large, the court is in charge.
author's opinions with no regard. The court is in charge. So if it's good law you want, shock and awe you want, of broad rules you want, of mixed schools you want, results you want, of bad insults you want, they'll be ready to bombard. Those 5 old men and 3 wise ladies may serve till they're in their 80s, never discharged. The court is in charge.
We've got immortality, personality, functionality, practicality, collegiality, and neutrality, and their dice getting large.
And though I'm not a fortune teller, I know Congress won't be stellar, but by and large, the court is in charge. So if it's hit row you like, if it's row you like, if Faulkner you like, if Windsor you like, or if it's Brown you like, or Youngstown you like, no opinion is too large. And though I'm not a fortune teller, I know Congress won't be stellar, but by and large, the court is in charge. The court is in
That was incredible. Let's all give Professor Yvonne Ramsey a hand.
Oh, thank you, thank you. It's always great to liven up these dry symposia with a bit of song and dance. Oh, I will see most of you at our meeting later today. Until then.
Well, that was weird. Since when can 1Ls dance? Nobody in law school can dance. I've got to find Willie.
Minnesota! Minnesota, there you are. Where have you been?
Where have I been? Where have you been?
Quinn's draft was in shambles. First, the font was in Comic Sans, then there were no page numbers, block notes inside footnotes, the comments were improperly italicized.
No, please, keep talking. I'm gonna live forever.
Anyway, I dug one of the copies out of the draft after Quinn left, and there's some pretty strange stuff in it. See, look.
What is that?
Sorry, wrong folder. What the heck did you do that for?
Oh, what was it? A misplaced M dash? There's no time for papers right now. I've got to tell you what I just saw at that presentation.
Well, it better have been an alien invasion or the resurrection of Oliver Wendell Holmes, because this is our only proof of Ramsey's weird plot to...
Plot? Plot! It all makes sense now. Listen to me. Here's what we're going to do.
Wait. What makes sense? How do you know about the plot?
Think about it. We're the only ones standing between Professor Ramsey and
the Supreme Court.
Exactly. The Supreme Court. Wait. What?
You don't know anything about this, do you?
Let's get moving. I think better on my feet anyway.
No. We're not going anywhere, and we're not doing anything until we understand the situation. Minnie, stop talking. You don't understand what's going on because, as per usual, you haven't done the research. Well, I have. So, before we do anything, you're going to sit down and listen to me, okay?
Fine.
Ever since I was a 1L, I've worked just like a dog. From BA Corp to admin, these years have been a fog. But to her it comes so easy, never choked on a cold call. That damn Minnesota never has to work at all. She comes to the rescue for all your hypo needs. Never went to classes, they made her an SSG. I don't know how she does it, you'd think she dropped the ball. That damn Minnesota just seems to win them all. She's a law school wizard, ought to be dismissed. A law school her reward. She's director of her clinic, never been in court at all. That damn Minnesota never has to work at all. She's a law school wizard, and now you get the gist. A law school wizard, a genius in our midst. She's a law school wizard, she's too good to ignore. A law school wizard like no kid was before. Okay, so Ramsey was doing some archival research on the Supreme Court, and she found an unpublished memoir by Chief Justice Rutledge. You know, the who? John Rutledge, the crazy second Chief Justice of the Supreme Court.
Not ringing any bells.
He was a Washington appointee, famously insane. He was only chief for 6 months before being forcibly removed.
Okay, so Ramsey has this old dude's book.
Right, and in that book, Rutledge talked about how he got on the court by bringing together objects belonging to the justices. I think Ramsey is trying to recreate that ceremony that he used.
And become a Supreme Court justice?
That's what it seems like.
Well, did the guy say anything about mind control? Because the 1Ls at Ramsey's presentation were pretty zonked out. I mean, even for 1Ls, it was noticeable.
I don't remember. Oh, yeah, wait, there was something. Here it is. President Washington seemed glassy-eyed and unresponsive the night he appointed Rutledge to be chief.
That's it then. Ramsey's gonna try to magic her way into the vacancy on the Supreme Court. How close is she? Did Quinn say anything?
Quinn didn't say, but the article implies she already has at least a couple of artifacts.
Artifacts? What could they be?
The article just says they're representative of the justices.
Well, that could be anything. Nobody could possibly guess.
Well, somebody could.
Oh, no, please. Anybody but him.
He RA'd for Stein. Stein knows the justices, like, actually knows them. If anyone could guess, it'd be him.
Oh, but please, I'll do anything. I'll Wikipedia it. I'll read a book. I'll ask a reference librarian.
Reference librarian, that'll be the day.
Okay, real talk. Marion hates me, and I'm not such a big fan of his either. You know, our breakup was less than amicable.
Understatement of the year. You threw his turtle out the window, and he burned you in effigy 6 times.
Exactly. We're terrible together. So how about you go talk to him yourself, and I'll go get a froyo or something?
Nope. You're not leaving me with all the work again. Look, you broke up with the kid 4 months ago. Just be an adult and be civil, and then you two can ignore each other for the rest of your lives.
Be civil? To Marion? Really, Willie, I don't think I can.
Just be nice.
Oh, hey, Marion. Didn't see you over here.
I'll meet you later in Auerbach. Minnesota Jones, you must want something pretty badly to be talking to me.
Mindy, can't I just say hi to an old friend without...
We're not friends, Mindy Jones, and you know it.
Stop calling me that! Listen, Marion, I know we didn't end on the best of notes, but I hope we can be civil.
Civil? I think we're past civility, Mindy Jones. I'll talk to you how I want.
I'm trying to be polite with you, Marion, but you're making it very hard.
Huh, that's funny. You used to like it when I made things hard for you, Mindy Jones.
Will you please stop calling me that? I've made my feelings very clear.
Mindy Jones, Mindy Jones, Mindy Jones.
Be nice.
All right, cut the crap, Marion. I need you to do me a favor.
Another one? What, did my father finally take my advice and fire you?
Another one? You never did anything for me.
Never did anything for you. I got you your job with my father.
I got this job on my own,
As
little...
if he would have ever hired you, you brown-noser slacker.
Oh, brown noser, how dare you? I earned this position myself.
Shut up! Shut up, both of you! Ugh, you're giving me a migraine.
Sorry, Willie.
Marion, we need your help. For once in your life, stop talking. You've got to listen to me. Professor Yvonne Ramsey is working on a scheme to become a Supreme Court justice, and we've got to stop her.
That's crazy. If Ramsey can get on the Supreme Court, good for her.
Oh, but think of the repercussions. There's only one open spot on the bench, and Ramsey's trying to fill that spot through extra legal means.
She's trying to circumvent the political process. It's anarchy.
What she's trying to say is...
It goes against the very foundation of our great democracy.
According to Article 2 of the Constitution, Supreme Court justices have to be vetted through presidential nomination and Senate approval.
Your father himself said...
Oh, there it is. It would drive Frank crazy to see Ramsey on the Supreme Court, wouldn't it? And it looks like he sent his 2 pet RAs to do something about it.
Well, if that's how you're gonna be, then forget I said anything. I don't know what I ever saw in you.
You saw opportunity. That's all you ever see in people. And one day you're going to find out how tragically lonely that is.
Marion, please.
No, Willie. Mindy Jones is only out for number 1, and she's your best friend as long as she needs you.
Look, we dated, and then we didn't. And you're just gonna have to get over that.
I thought you
meant
cared about
nothing.
me.
Ha! No, I never did. You should have heard Frank laugh when I told him about it. Laughed and laughed. He said that was just like you. You were always more your mother's son than his.
Go to hell, Minnesota Jones. And take my father with you. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'm going to see a professor who doesn't think I'm a pathetic idiot. I'm going to see Ramsey on the Supreme Court, or I'll die trying.
So dramatic.
Why? Why would you say those things to him? I told you to be nice. Was that nice?
I don't know. The kid makes me crazy.
Well, great. Now how are we going to figure out what objects represent the justices?
Well, at least he doesn't know exactly what we're looking for. But he's not stupid. He'll figure it out in time. We've got to stop Ramsey before she completes the ceremony.
But how? I mean, I don't even know what the proper Westlaw terms and connectors would be.
What if we... Wait a second. Does it look like there are more 1Ls than there were a few minutes ago?
Yeah. Maybe Common Hour just got out.
Maybe, but it looks like they're headed somewhere.
Oh, hey, look, there's a 1L from earlier. Dubro. No. Short round. Hey. Short round?
Weird. None of them respond to anything. It's just like at the symposium.
Do you think they're heading somewhere together?
Only one way to find out.
Boy, I hope they're not going to contracts. I'm so not in the mood to get cold called right now.
Just say consideration was insufficient. That's what I always did.
You're the worst student. Where are these 1Ls taking us? It feels like we've been in the tunnels forever.
We must be near the business school by now.
What do you think they're doing?
How should I know?
I don't know. You're the one who likes to mess with random 1Ls. Why don't you try talking to them?
Fine. Hey, how was that luncheon on acceptable bubbling for the bar exam? When are you taking the MPRE? Want to skip PR and go to Chipotle instead?
No, Minnie. You're talking in 3L. Scale it back.
Crap, you're right. Okay, let me try. Gosh, don't they just work us to death? How many interviews did you get with OCI? Oh my God, petitioning was awful. How about those moot courts?
No. Minnie, that's 2L. You have to talk in 1L. Basic, no nothing, 1L.
Got it. 1L. Have you been cold called yet? When are you starting to outline? I haven't even started yet and it's already October. Are you going to bar review on Thursday? I don't know if I can. I have so much work to do. Okay, I think that worked.
Yeah, looks good. Now ask one of them what's going on. No, wait, somebody's coming. But who is it? It looks like... But why would she be... Professor Yvonne...
Hello, my faithful one-owls. I have a wonderful news regarding our little project. I was in Washington, D.C. this past weekend, and after chloroforming the coat check girl at the National Opera, I have returned with Justice Ginsburg's fishnet gloves. The gloves of Justice Ginsburg are, of course, representative of her refinement, her civility, and most importantly, her elevation above the grime of politics. She is truly an inspiring and notorious Supreme Court Justice. And now, my unconventional conventionists, we only have one piece of the puzzle left. Only Justice Kennedy remains to round out my majority. So be vigilant, my friends, for once I have assembled all of the objects, once I ascend to the Supreme Court, you're all getting Supreme Court clerkships! Or at the very least, you'll get a federal clerkship. There's a lot of you here. I'm doing my best. The newest justice on the bench is gonna be Ramsey. Upon that court of last resort, you're gonna see Ramsey. I'm gonna be in Washington, D.C., wearing one of those black puffy robes. I'm gonna rule on writs and pleas and update the judicial code. No longer just an adjunct prof, I'll be Justice Ramsey. I've got a plan no one can fault, and you can't help but be impressed when all my fanfare comes to dress. New Supreme Court. Gonna quote your every line. I'll be Justice Ramsey. I'm taking Kennedy to dine once I'm Justice Ramsey. I'll always be in majority, well, unless I am with the dissent. You know we guarantee she'll dissent respectfully and won't doze off in argument. Ooh, legal star. And the populace loves me, 'cause I rule them. And they love me for ruling them, and they put me on graphic tees, 'cause I'm one tough mother. And then they'll see that I'm better than that Frank Ravenwood. Oh, they'll see it. Chumps. She'll be the jurist of the age. I'll be Justice, sing it! Ramsey. She'll be a legend and a saint. The press will have me for morning tea, once I'm more famous than RBG. Justice Ramsey.
Professor Ramsey, are you down here? Your admin said that you... Oh, hi, Professor Ramsey.
Mr. Ravenwood, what a surprise. Whatever are you doing down here?
I was looking for you, Professor. I came to help.
Help? Mr. Ravenwood. I'm afraid I'm not so stupid as to believe that. Now go and tell your father.
Don't talk to me about my father. Frank would get really upset if he saw you on the Supreme Court, and nothing would make me happier than seeing my father enraged, so...
Oh, well, I apologize. I'm afraid I didn't appreciate your delicate family dynamic, Mr. Ravenwood. Oh, Marion, if I may.
Please do.
Oh, well, Marion, better show you what we're working with. The spell requires objects belonging to each of the sitting justices. I've already required Justice Kagan's softball bat, Justice Alito's copy of Atlas Shrugged, Justice Thomas's voice box, and my most recent acquisition, Justice Ginsburg's fishnet gloves.
Oh, a very impressive collection, Professor.
Thank you. I only require something which belongs to Justice Kennedy to complete the ceremony.
Professor, not to dispute your math, but that's only 5 objects.
I didn't make that clear. You don't really need unanimity to get results. Sure, it's great, but who has the time? No, what I need a majority. And as in all majorities lately, Kennedy is the final addition.
I see.
Oh, but I almost forgot the best part. My friends, greet a new member of our group, Mr. Ravenwood.
Hello, Mr. Ravenwood.
Hello, everyone.
Yes, they're a bit uncanny at first, but you'll get used to them.
But, how do you get them to do what you say?
Mind control, my dear boy. Hadn't you worked it out? Mind control is integral to the spell. It's how Justice Rutledge got President Washington to appoint him Chief Justice.
I don't think that...
But, of course, when Rutledge used it, it was only on one man, and even then just for a few hours. But President Washington was a very strong-willed man, and between you and me, these putty-brained one-owls barely add up to one Washington on a good day.
But you really can't be using mind control.
Oh, my dear boy, watch. Why don't you do a jazz square for Mr. Ravenwood? Now shimmy. Now slide to the left. Slide to the right. Would you care to do the honors?
Crisscross.
Everybody clap your hands.
You see, they'll do anything I tell them to. Now, my friends, a little lesson for today. The elements of false imprisonment are uniforms, fruit cocktail, and daily exercise. Now, you there. What are the elements of false imprisonment?
Intent, causation, and awareness, Professor.
Not quite, my young friend. No, the elements of false imprisonment are uniforms, fruit cocktail, and daily exercise. Now, what are the elements of false imprisonment?
Intent, fruit cocktails, and daily exercise, Professor.
Almost there. What are the elements of false imprisonment?
Intent.
What are the elements of false imprisonment?
Uniforms, fruit cocktail, and daily exercise, Professor.
You see, Marion? Their minds are mind mold. With them on my side, who's going to stop me? Your father? What's he going to do, round up some 2Ls? They're far too busy for extracurriculars like preserving the sanctity of the legal system. And the 3Ls, well, they just don't care.
You're really going to do it, aren't you?
Yes, I'm unstoppable. And Marion?
Yes, Professor?
Have you ever thought of becoming a Supreme Court clerk?
Oh, well, actually, I was going to interview with the Animal Legal Defense Fund.
But Marion, didn't you hear? There's a case on next year's docket that would decide whether humans have standing to sue on behalf of animals. Think of what you could do if you worked for me.
Oh, Professor, standing for animals? That would be the tits.
Yes, the tits.
Well, Marion's totally drinking the Kool-Aid. Yeah, luckily he came into this super emotionally stable and rational. Oh, would you let that go? That was like 10 minutes ago. We better get out of here before Marion sees us. God, I would kill for a drink right now. What?
We're in the middle of a legitimate crisis and you want to go to Corner Bar?
It's a great place to think things through.
How would you know? You've never done that.
Oh, come on. Ramsey's not gonna take over the world just yet. We have time for a drink.
What? Absolutely not. Minnesota Jones, you get back here. Minnesota. Gosh darn it.
So, Marion, are you in?
Drive my father crazy and help animals navigate the legal system? You got it.
Excellent.